it didn't have anything to do with this, but for 27 years, I worked in service and sales in corporate America. And for a lot of that time, I was in quality assurance and training. So there are a lot of things that I did and experienced in that role or in those roles that I brought into my business. So a lot of those things you will see play out here. So let me say a couple of things first, and then I'll get into the subject. So there are a lot of people who may not know who I am, what I do, what I offer, what I have. So I operate right now for certain spaces in from experience. I'm sorry, in certain spaces for free and cost-effective methods. So if you're in the research phase of independent dispatching and you're doing what I like to call window shopping, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. It starts out with a um, high level overview independent dispatching course. And then there's just several videos on there that will help you and are helpful for you in your business. I am the type of person that can and will say that there is a lot of information on my YouTube channel and a lot of helpful information and information that can get you in a direction to start making a couple dollars. However, free only goes so far. And that is something that needs to be talked about and understood, but that is not what today's conversation is about. I have courses, mentorship, and coaching, as well as um, ebooks. So if you are a new dispatcher or you are a dispatcher that is coming out of the gate and you're in the cold calling phase, you've already taken a course, I have an ebook. It's called My Homeboy Said. Now, the topic of this is urban, but if you probably get up with anybody in the comments or check out some of my reviews on Facebook, then you will see it there. This ebook helps you find carriers for yourself on the FMCSA website, create your own leads lists, interview the carrier, meaning I have a whole interview process on what you should ask them, what you should say, how to rebuttal, because you're going to get those that say, why should I pay you? You don't turn the wheels of this truck. Or you're going to get the ones that say, how much you're going to make me a week. And you're going to get the ones that come from different companies. Oh, when I worked at the company, they did this. And you're going to have to educate them. You're going to have to let them know they're going to come with their unrealistic expectations. You, as the advocate, as the subject matter expert, are going to have to educate them on what they're getting into because they do not know. And then you all will find an equal medium and work it out through there. So if you don't get anything else from me, subscribe to the YouTube channel and get this ebook. If you are a box truck owner who's going to dispatch yourself, or you're a dispatcher who's going to dispatch box trucks, more than likely those of you who are new, I know that people tell us different things everywhere, but I deal in reality over here. Um, I have another ebook. The first ebook is $9.99. My other ebook is called Marian in the Box Truck. And it talks about my experience when I first got started as a new dispatcher, and how I worked with a new transportation business owner with a new authority, non-CDL, and a 24-foot box truck. It talks about the struggle. It talks about what I did, who worked with us when we were new, and how Amazon was a game changer for us in certain ways, and how I started with that company. And now that was in October of 2020. And now in March of 2022, that owner operator that I started with now has his CDL. The driver that he hired at the time, he sent him to get his CDL, and we now have an additional driver. So we have three CDL drivers, and we have three pieces of equipment: two refrigerated tractor trailer vans, and one power only that we're currently looking for to have drive-in only. So I'm telling you all this because I want you to be encouraged. I want you to know that we all have to start somewhere, and don't knock any businesses or pieces of equipment because other people are saying. Again, I speak and operate from experience and application. So I tell you all about my experiences and what I applied and what works. So I actually now have a way to tell you that this is what I did, this is how I did it, this is what was effective, and this is how I brought this transportation company to see the success that they're seeing right now. So that is that. Then I also have 5 for those of you who have taken a course and need action. You have all of this information, but you don't quite know where to apply it. I have what's called Dispatch Confidence Building Sessions. It's a monthly membership of $25. With this membership, we meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays. On Tuesdays, we meet from 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is where we cold call. The leads are provided. When you get your yes, this is the space that we will come to, and I will assist you in contacting brokers, walking you through that first lead. We also have a Discord space, which is attached to that. That's where we converse when we're not in the live setting. And then our second meeting time is on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that is where we have subject-based conversation or just kind of go over what it is that we may be experiencing in our businesses. All right. And then lastly, I have my self-paced dispatching course. All right. Right now, if you want to get it, it is on sale. It's on the end of quarter sale for $299, and you get access to it for 60 days. It comes with the ebook My Homeboy Said, and it also comes with a dispatcher agreement. So it is plug and play. You all, when I offer the things, I am not technical support for it. The agreement, it is plug and play. So you can put your logo on it, and then I have on there's these red spaces that shows you where you need to put your business name. Okay, so you'll need the proper format to be able to change that up, and you'll be also need to know how to do that on your own. It's not a service that I offer. I just make sure that you're prepared. So again, that is $299 right now, starting April the 1st. That is going to change. There'll be two options for it. One of them will be $399 for 30 days. And then the second option is going to be $499 for 30 days access to the course, and then 30 days in the mentor coaching program to assist you to move forward in your businesses. Also, if you need the course for additional months, it'll be $147 each additional month that you want to have it. All right. So now that I have those things out of the way, let's get into the topic that I had today. And I wanted to talk to you all about, oh, excuse me. Look at it. I got somebody on Clubhouse. I want to talk to you all about your word and abandonment. So one of the things that kind of turned me off from being on Clubhouse from since 2020, because I saw a lot of deceptive practices, and I saw a lot of things that were just not okay. And I'm very passionate about what I do. I believe that independent dispatching in itself is a ministry. So we a lot of times don't understand the magnitude of what it is that we do. Many of us get into it on account of it was easy to get your LLC. It was low cost for you to start doing this. Everybody told you that you can be at home with your family. Everybody's saying how much money that you're going to make. All of the things that we're seeing, but they're not. A realistic expectation is not being set. And again, I'm speaking to you from a place of experience. When I got into this, first of all, nobody wanted to tell me anything. Okay. Next, there was a whole lot that I was seeing on the internet, but there wasn't a whole lot I was seeing in my business. Somebody said they love the course. Thank you so much. So when I got out here, again, you all know I was in customer service sales for 27 years, and I was a lot of that time in training. So I know that there are things that people are going to need in order for them to succeed. I also know that when you're coming into a space that you're not quite familiar with, you are going to come in contact with a lot of, you're going to see some deception. I won't say that it is malice. I won't say everybody has their marketing ways and their marketing strategy, but I will encourage you to do your own research. I will encourage you to find different spaces to visit and sit where what is being said and shared sits well with you. That is what I will say. I will not dare come to these people internet and say that, oh, this one is, deceiving you, or this is not real. I will say this. Everybody has their own experience. That's thing one that I'll say. Thing two, I don't have time to dim anybody's shine, and I don't have enough commas and zeros to be challenging some of the things that are going on. But what I can do is be me. What I can do is offer what I know from my experiences and from my application and what is working. I can share with you the exact things that I did to come from a non-CDL box truck owner, um, being the one who grew their business to hundreds of thousands of dollars a year now. That's what I know. That's what I did, and it was not easy. It was not quick, and I'm not going to be here to tell you that. I'm also not going to be here to tell you all to just jump up and quit your job, and that this is no, that's not going to be me. I will tell you that I did a plan of action to be able to leave my job. I first had to have a conversation with my husband. Do what you have to do for your household. If you're the boss, that's you. If you're a solo decision maker, that's you. But I will not be here to tell you all any type of fantasies. Um, if you are not in position to leave your job, do not do that. Okay? Let your job fund your dream. You can do this without being a full-time dispatcher. Okay? You can do this because you can actually get, I offer this advice to those who are starting their dispatch companies and for those who are starting their transportation companies. I offer this to you both. You can always start with somebody on a commissioned based situation. So, say I'll take myself for example, because I can't go wrong. I could talk about me all the day long. All right. So, if you're wanting to do this, you can take your courses. You can do get all your information, gather your research, and you can hire somebody on a commission basis, and you can help them grow your business. You can do it on commission, or you can pay them from the job that you're working, however you want to do it. And you can get them to grow your business in the dispatcher capacity. You can get it, you can start it, you can put them on, you can get the training for them, have them to learn it, and start to grow your business. Now you're bringing in that residual. You can decide whether or not you ever want to leave your job and your benefits, or you can have that working for you. For carriers, if you're going to be starting out by yourself and you are not in position, to afford to make the moves that you would like to, and leasing on is an option for you and something that you do. Okay. Just be wise with your money and wise in your decisions. If you are working with somebody you're leased on and you're bringing in that business and they have you in a position where you are consistently moving and you're saving, get you a second truck, put somebody in that truck, and let them start doing the sitting, waiting for the authority to get maturity on it. Let them do that. And when they get that authority in position where you can consistently move on your own, then I always say this because I come from corporate and I believe in being courtesy in whatever, in being courteous in whatever it is that you do. Give the person, the company that you're leased on with, 2 weeks notice, let them get themselves together, and then you're out. Now you have two trucks in your business that you're consistently moving. Sacrifice is going to be needed whatever you do. Whatever you do, you're going to have to make some sort of sacrifice. And again, that is for what you need it for, how you need it. So I'm saying this because I want to talk about trust and abandonment. There is a lot of distrust for dispatchers in this industry. The reason this is happening or has happened is because we're dropping the ball. Okay? We're jumping out here, we're chasing money. We're not doing any kind of question asking. That's why everybody needs to get the ebook, My Homeboy Said, because we don't know what to say. We don't know what to ask. We don't know what to do. We just take these courses and we run out here and we jump out here because I need to get to the money. Because I've been told that I need to jump out here. I need to target dry vans and 48 foots and refrigerated, and I'm gonna get them, and I'm gonna get me 5 of them real quick, and then they're gonna all make me at least $350 a week, and then I'm gonna be a six-figure earner as soon as I step out the gate. I'm not quite sure how that experience worked for somebody, because again, I'm not going to knock it. I don't know that experience. That hasn't been my life. Okay. Hasn't been my life. Now, I will say now, after the journey, after the work, after the tears, after the prayers, I see a nice little couple dollars each week. Okay. I do. But I'm not going to tell you I came out of the gate and this is what happened and it was so wonderful and all was well. No, what I'm going to tell you is it was hard. It was not easy. I had to train my household as my business grew. I discovered that this is a lot of mental situations that happen between you trying to move you, because, and I know that these things are because nobody is telling us the real. No one is telling us that it is not glamorous. No one is telling us that it is a lot of emotion. It is a lot of mental anguish. It is a lot of time. No one is telling us that. We need to know it. We need to know what we're getting into. And in these things is what I come to tell you and why I'm repeatedly saying it. Because we have to trust that what we're doing is what we can do. We first have to be honest with ourselves when you find this information, because I used to say, hey, what is going on? How are these people taking these courses and doing this, A, B, C, and D? What is going on? But I've come to realize, especially from being someone who offers courses myself, sometimes it's not the course. It's not the course information. It's not the course trainer, teacher, owner. It's you. It is you. Okay? And if you are honest with yourself, when you walk into the discovery and you see that this is not for you, don't play with people's businesses and their livelihood. Don't do it, because this is where we start stepping into the distrust, because we come out of the gate with this deceptive information. Deceptive is when you know that you don't know what you're doing. I understand that you're trying to market yourself, but you can market yourself in truth. We are the administrative role and the make or break of these transportation companies. And if we do not know what we're doing, get you some continued learning, but also bring a level of truth to yourself and to the business owner. I've been talking a lot more lately about grace percentages. I call it grace percentage. That is where I feel, me, nothing that I say is law, nothing that you have to do. But I feel that if you are a new dispatcher, don't care what level you feel that you're on. If you have not actively dispatched, humble yourself and ride that 5% out. The reason that I call it grace percentage is because you need grace for the mess ups that you're going to do. And you're not going to be coming out the gate charging somebody 7, 8, 9, 10% and you messing up. You don't know how to negotiate. You don't negotiate. You're not comfortable with that. You need to be charging them grace percentage. That way, when you mess up, they're going to give you grace. Okay. And you're going to give them grace because they're not going to know what to do, how to do either. So the fact that they're allowing you, whether they know it or not, to practice on them, you know it. So operate as such. And there's a couple of ways that you can do that. You can come out of the gate, with your 5%, and you can let them know that we're going to revisit this conversation in 30, 60, 90 days. The way you're going to know that it's time to have that conversation, because as the dispatcher, we know how much money they make before they do. Okay, we call on the load, we negotiate the load, so we know where the money is, if they can afford to do the increase, how things are moving. We know, and we should know that because we should be tracking this type of thing. But I'm not going to get too far into teaching, but I'm going to tell you there's some things that you need to know and that you need to be doing because you are building the business. You're seeing what works. Okay, this was wonderful. Okay, this not so much. This never again. Okay, so I'm bringing that because this is what's going to bring the level of trust. When you interview them, again, the ebook, my homeboy said, $9.99. I have a whole interview process in there. It walks you through, ask them, you already got their information from the FMCSA website. You call them up. Hey, how's it going? My name is Marian, giving you a call from Emptiness Logistics. I got your information from the FMCSA website. I'm calling to see if you're in the market for a dispatcher. I'm calling to see if you're looking for a dispatcher. I'm calling to see if you want a dispatcher. Whatever feels good to your mouth. Okay? Then they're going to say yes or no. You're going to have your ebook up, all right? And they're going to say, you know what? Yes, I do think I need one. My authority just got active. Sometimes all you're going to have to do is go through and check it off because they'll tell you everything. You know what? I just got started. It got active today. I got a box truck. I want to be home every day. I don't want to make this much. And they're going to tell you everything. Sometimes they'll say, yeah, I think I need a dispatcher, but I don't quite know what to do. And even if you don't know, you got your ebook, My Homeboy Said. So you're going to say, hey, what is the equipment that you have? They're going to tell you what that is. Is it CDL or non-CDL, especially if they say it's a box or a hot shot. That's when you want to ask, okay, is it CDL or non-CDL? Because that you're formulating, because you know that, okay, CDL, you got your 40-foot trailer, you're able to do A, B, C, and D. CDL, you got your 26-foot with gross vehicle weight registered 33,000, because we got to know the things even before we get somebody. Because here's what y'all know, again, for you all who have experienced me before, I try very hard not to be negative. And although I've seen a lot of deceptive practices in many of the same Fifth 11 groups that many of us are in, there is still something to learn, because whether the information is good, bad, or indifferent is said, and that gives you a space to go research. What does that mean? What is this? What kind of equipment is that? Let me go see what a non-CDL, okay, let me go see if I can find the formula. Let me go somewhere and see if I can see, okay, so they got a non-CDL 26,000 pound truck. Okay, how much can they haul? Oh, I think I saw over here in this group that somebody said, you know, or somebody who knows the facts. You put however many bodies is going to be in the truck, you fill it up with gas, you put your pallet jack, your spare tire, whatever you're going to have on there, and then you go away. And whatever is left, that's how you know what you need to do. Even if that's not complete, that is something for you to go find the rest. Okay? So I'm trying to come up out of the negative spaces and always try to create something that is going to make these places helpful. Even if the help is for you see that this is not where you need to be. Okay? So look into it, do your research. So you call them up. Hey, my name is Marian. Give me a call. Got your information from the FMCSA website. You got your ebook ups. Okay. So it's saying, do you want to go? You ask them, do you want to go over the road? Do you want to stay home? What do you need the truck to do for you? Because sometimes they're not going to know. So watch your jargon. Okay. Your jargon is going to be excellent for let people know that you know in the industry, especially when you're talking to brokers and when you're having conversation amongst those who know. But when you come, I'm out now. I won't say don't say it, but when you ask them, what's your rate per mile? Do you know your rate per mile? And they don't know what that means. Break that down. What do you need this truck to do for you? That's going to tell them, oh, I need this truck to pay my mortgage. I got the truck payment. I got insurance. I got child support. That will prompt them and help them to know what to tell you. Even if they don't know the numbers, if they start to tell you the things, you're starting to formulate because you're listening. You're doing the three. I have three, you know, you want to listen, then you want to educate, and then you want to advocate. So you want to listen to everything that they say, even though a lot of it is going to be unrealistic expectations. You have to remember, you are the subject matter expert. They are not. So when they come to you, they're going to present all of the things, okay? And you're going to be writing up your email because you're preparing, and you smiling to yourself because you already know, as the subject matter expert, ooh, I got something for them. Okay, but you have to give it to them, because we have to set an expectation. When they provide the unrealistic expectations, you have to provide the information and set the expectation. All right, it's a must. This is the beginning of whether or not this is going to be a good partnership. Um, yes, we work with for. You'll hear me say that a lot, because we work for, but with them. We work with, but for them. Okay, so we have to see whether or not this is a partnership that we want to enter into. And again, this interview process is something that you should look into, Because once you do this and you say, hey, what's the authority? And they give you all of the information. I want to be home every week. I want to make $10,000 in my non-CDL box truck because my homeboy told me that I can get me one of these dispatchers from offline and they're going to do it for me. Okay, they're going to be the miracle worker. They're going to be my all in all. I'm not going to have to do nothing. Okay, that is the unrealistic, because that's what they hear. Just like us as dispatchers, we hear that we're going to be, 6-figure earners. We hear that it is just so easy to enter into this dispatching role and that we just going to get these carriers out of the blue because we put dispatch on our page. You're not going to hear that over here. No, you're not, because that's not realistic from my experience. Okay. Again, I'm not going to knock. I'm not going to knock. So you do that. They tell you what they need. This is my process, y'all. You listen, then you educate them. Now, once you educate them, they now know that, okay, all right. So you're helping me to understand that in the first 90 days of my business, it's going to be challenging to consistently keep me moving. Okay. There's going to be, holdups and setbacks if you think that you want to be home every day when we already cannot consistently keep you moving. So once you hit them with the reality and then you revisit the conversation, are you willing to go over the road for at least the first 90 days? Do we understand that it may be challenging to consistently keep you moving? Are you in position? Do you have a cushion? Because we need to know this as the dispatcher. We need to know. Are you in position to take care of everything that you took care of before you purchased this truck? And are you in position to take care of everything you took care of before this truck and this truck and this insurance? Okay. Now we're not asking this because we want to shut them down. We don't, want them to feel like they can run a business or they can't afford it. We need to know as the dispatcher what we're dealing with, and will we be able to be instrumental in helping them do what needs to be done? And then if they are in agreement with what we tell them, we have an understanding. So when we're not moving, okay, so when no money is coming in, we can always refer back to the initial conversation where we said it's going to be challenging. I ask if you are in position. Yes, we may move, but it may not be all the time. We need to know, because now at that point, let's say you've done the interview process, you have an understanding. They say, you know what, y'all, I'm going to get questions and do all the readings of the comments when I finish. Because I'm on, what is this called? Clubhouse for the first time. So I don't want to be all day on here. But I will be on the other platforms. So you want to know all of these things. So you're formulating, can I help them? Although I'm doing a forecast, I need to know what they're willing to do. I need to know that they have an understanding of what this is. Okay, so say all goes well. They have an understanding. They say, you know what? I am in position. I'm good. My household is not contingent on what this is. I'm just wanting to do this. This is whatever it is. You say, okay, all right. I'm about to show you something. Let me get a little drop of water. Oh, I forgot to say, please have your pencils and notebooks ready, because I'm a impromptu gem dropper. Okay. We never really know when it might happen. So you got it done. Okay. Here's another thing. Many of you, you're not doing the interview process. You're not doing anything. You're operating out of desperation. So as soon as you throw your hook and you get a bite, I'm a dispatcher. I'll take you on. Well, what happens is you get in a situation that you don't know how to handle. Mm-hmm. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to do it. You just know that I need to make some money. Excuse me, because I got this load board that's due. I done quit these people's job. I don't, okay. Everybody has whatever reason, or I don't want to return to work. I don't want to be fooled up with no mandates. I don't want nobody telling me what to do with my body. Whatever the reason is, we operate out of a space of desperation. And then we find ourselves in some mess, which will lead me into the abandonment portion in just a second. So, you got 'em. My process is, all right, so I would like to take this time to do some research. I understand what your needs are, all right, and I would like to put together a plan of action. That's what I do, me, okay? If you'll allow me 24 to 48 hours to research areas of opportunity, to research areas for consistent movement, within 30 to 45 days, if you'll allow me 24 to 48 hours, okay? To make sure that I'm able to do what needs to be done. This, number one, keeps you from getting yourself into a pickle, okay? Because once you get off that phone, you're going to get on your load board, you're going to call up your broker booths, whatever connections that you have, and you're going to say, hey, I'm thinking about taking on this box truck, this hot shot, this 48-foot. Hey, broker boo, do you have anything? What do you got going? Hey, load board, let me look on here and see whatever you're going to do. If you do not know what their equipment is, if you're not familiar with it, in that 24 to 48 hours, look it up. Look at the measurements, see how it moves, see how much it can, because they don't need to know that you don't know. Now, when I say they don't need to know that you don't know, that don't mean don't know nothing, but it's very different if you have some idea what's going on in the industry and what's happening, but it's just a specific piece of equipment. So let me get on these people good internet and see what's up with that. But that is why we don't want to move quickly, because we don't want to find out after the fact that we can't do a thing for this person. We want to ask all the questions. What is the equipment? Oh, I got a hot shot. Is the trailer at least 40 foot? Brokers don't want to fool up with nothing less. Is it at least 40 foot? Okay. And also keep in mind, it can be a 40 foot, this might be hurtful because I know I have carriers listening as well. Don't let it ruin your dream though. Don't let it ruin your dream. 40-foot hot shot. If it is a non-CDL, it is going to operate like a non-CDL box truck. Okay. You cannot maximize the 40 feet. You cannot maximize the weight that the 40-foot can hold. And also, hot shots. If you're going to get you a hot shot, check the truck. Check the truck, because we have some hot shots that are out here, and they have their CDL, but they don't have the proper truck to haul the weight. So although they got the 40-foot trailer, they might not have, the heavy duty dually that the trailer back there can haul 30, 40, 50,000 pounds. They can put a John Deere trailer back. A John Deere tractor back there. You got the ones that got the CDL, but they can only haul, barely over 10,000 pounds. Watch for that as well and inform them. We are the advocate. We are the educators. We are the subject matter experts. So we need to tell them the things. However, when they come to us, we can work with what they have depending on what they have. But we always want to educate them, even if they don't move forward with you and allow you to become their advocate. Okay? We still want to educate them. I know that it works because I'll tell you about that in a second too. Because y'all listening and y'all doing it. All right, so call them up. We had it 24 to 48 hours. So now you're in research mode. What do I see? What do I see on the load board? What do I see with my broker booths? What do I see on my map? Because they let me know in the interview process, because one of the questions is, where do you want to go? Even though I need you to go over the road for this first 90 days, I can operate in the space that you want to be in. You say you don't want to leave Georgia, Florida, South Carolina. Okay, so I can, over the road is still Southeastern. But what I can't do is just for you to want to be regional and want to be home every day, because let's just be for real. You are the new hire. You don't get seniority privileges. Okay, y'all watch for that. I'll just say this real quick and get out. Watch for the ones that come out the gate. They want a dedicated lane. They want to be home every day. That is a space of desperation. That is a space that may elude to, you can't quite afford this business, because you're going to think that you're going to take the pressure of what you need and pour it on the dispatcher. Again, Listen, that's why the interview process is there. The more questions you ask, the more conversational you are, the more they're going to disclose. Okay? No, there is no script for this. This is business to business. Okay? That is important, you all. We are talking to new business owners, and they don't need us talking to them like we are corporate America and they can't understand what we're saying or they're intimidated by us. This is conversational. Excuse me. And I also want to add, conversation is important because some of us don't read well out loud. Okay? And it's all right. Okay, so you've done your 24 to 48 hours. Okay? So let's just say in the 24 to 48 hours, you saw what it is that you need to see. Now, this is one relationship that you can look for potential in. Okay? When I say you can look for potential in it, when they tell you all of the things, you are formulating the plan of action for them for that 90 days. So you're looking to see where they want to go, where they're willing to go, what they've offered to do. Okay. Within 20, 30, 45, 60 days, I see when I called my broker boo up or when I got on the load board, I saw consistency for this particular piece of equipment. So that lets me know that I've already had the conversation with them, so they know that it's going to be challenging to keep us moving. However, I know that within that 60 days or past the 60 days, they're going to be able to move in the places that they want to move. See, we operate in a projection. What can I foresee me being able to do for you? We already know that the challenges are in the first 90 days, but what do I see after that? And that's going to help somebody who wants to know or needs to understand what is the research phase? What am I looking for? Okay. That's what you're looking for. All right. What will I be able to do for you immediately and in the future? Mostly in the future. Okay. And again, it depends on the equipment. There's always variables in this, y'all. Always variables. So the time is, you looked 24 to 48 hours, you saw some consistency. Now you want to call them back. I tend to do this process Monday, Tuesday, no later than Wednesday by 10 a.m. because you want this to be finished by Friday. So let's just say we made a call on Tuesday. Okay. We got the potential. From Tuesday, when we got off the phone, we took the next 24 to 48 hours. Okay. We saw what we needed to see. So by Thursday at 10 a.m., because you notice that I have not offered my agreement. Okay. We ain't doing that. I need to see what I need to see. So I call them back on Thursday. Hey, good morning. This is Marian giving you a call back with Empty Nest Logistics. Oh yeah, hey, I was waiting to hear back for you. Okay, so I wanted to go ahead and give you a call back. I did go ahead and do my research, and I saw, that there will be areas of opportunity. We do understand that we have the challenges in the first 90 days. However, in my research, I was able to see that once we get past this challenge, there are areas of opportunity for consistent movement for us. So at this time, I would like to move forward, okay, in the partnership. Bing, let me hold it. Let me hold it right there. Let me hold it right there. I would like to move forward in the partnership. So once Empty Nest Logistics in my company is Trip and Transport. Well, I got this stuff on the board behind me. I am Empty Nest Logistics. Okay. You are whatever the name of your company is. But once Marian of Empty Nest Logistics goes into a contractual agreement with said transportation company, I am now Marian of said transportation company. Nobody knows about Empty Nest Logistics except for the people, person, the nouns, the persons, places, or things that is in a contractual agreement. So here I am now. I'm Marian. Hi. When I contact them, hello, my name is Marian, giving you a call from Empty Nest Logistics. I'm calling to see if you're in the market for a dispatcher. Once I decide that I want to move forward and I'm able to help them and be the admin role in their business and facilitate the funding, okay? Facilitate the finances, okay? Get the money. Once I know that I can do that, then I'm going to call back. Hey, I would like to move forward. At this time, I would like to go ahead and send you over my dispatcher agreement this Thursday morning by 10 a.m. At this time, I would like to allow you 24 hours to take a look at this agreement and see that is if it's something that you want to do. Okay? This me, building trust. I talked to you. I gave you the reality of what's going on. I took 24 to 48 hours, all right, to take a look and give you a call back on an honest projection of what I see that I could do for your business. At this point, now that I know that we have a future together, all right, I would like to offer you this agreement. And I would like for you to take 24 to 48 hours to look at it. This is saying to them that I'm giving you time. You could take it to your lawyer. You could take it to get whatever it is that you want to do. You get to decide. Okay? Now, what I do is if I send it, because they're going to be, listen, they moving too. They got to make money. That truck out there, the bill coming due. Okay? Sign and send it back. Trust building. If they send it back to me too fast, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I already know they didn't read nothing. They were signed. So I'll call them back. Hey, how's it going? This is Marian giving you a call back from Empteenest Logistics. They're going to say, hey, I filled out your thing and sent it back to you. Yes, I did receive it. So you're fine with me being your power of attorney? They're going to pause. This, that customer service all that time. This, that training, down at some folk job. Hello, are you still there? Yes, power of attorney. So let me explain. I'm going to send it back to you because I want you to take a look at it, but I'm going to explain to you. There's an area that requests for me to be the power of attorney, which means speak on your behalf, but for your business in this capacity only, not for your life, not for anything, because I need to be able to make contacts everywhere and I need to be able to be your representative, but I can only do that with your permission in this signed area. Then they're like, oh, okay. Again, the level of trust that you just built is already saying something, because now they're like, man, when I came to her in the beginning with my unrealistic expectations, she was able to speak to me and tell me and talk in reality. And then when we came to a conclusion and we felt like we wanted to work together, she said, let me take a look to see if I can solidify some things. In that solidification, she called me back and said, hey, there is a future in this relationship and I would like to cultivate it. And in this cultivation, okay, let's go ahead and move forward with this documentation, aka contractual agreement, because we don't do no work without it. Let me give a little insert. We don't do any work without it. So watch out for what you're going to do for me. Show me how you're going to route me. Tell me everything that you use. Run me for a week for free and let me decide whether or not I want to work with you. We don't work for free. No, we don't. Because our time is not free. And while they're asking us to put together a plan of action, tell me how you're going to run me on the map. Let me go ahead and interpret this tongue for us all. Okay, you want me to work with you because they got in their mind, you need me. So I want you to come up with a plan and tell me how you're going to move me out of Florida and take me over to Mississippi, to Louisiana. I want you to tell me what you're going to do and how I'm going to move. Guess what you've done? Route planning for them, and you're not going to hear from them no more. You just gave them the money and told them how to make it themselves without you. When they tell you, run me for a week and let me see how you going to do me, and you running them. I already told y'all from the beginning, this is not easy. It is mental, it is tiring, it is time consuming. What I look like working for you for free. I didn't work on them people's job for free. I didn't like it. I talked trash about it. However, when they said I need to be clocked in by 8 o'clock, okay, when they said I got a 15-minute break, when they said you got 3 to 5 minutes to go to the bathroom, when they said you got a 30-minute lunch, they paid me. So they was able to get, okay, all right, everybody pick up what I'm putting down. Let me get up off of it, because I felt myself going real ethnic right then, took me back to a space of. But however, so now when you said that to them, they're like, man, this person is going to do right by me. They're going to do right by me. And not only are they showing me now, there's an expectation that has been set, because now this says to them, they're going to fight for me. They're going to negotiate for me. They're going to do what needs to be done to help me in my business. They're going to, let me run that one back. Negotiate for me. When you become their advocate, I call it advocacy. When you become their dispatcher, okay, you are saying that I'm going to do all that I can to make sure you get everything that you're supposed to have. And it's the part people don't be telling us. This is more than booking a load. You hear me? Okay, so you got the agreement settled. When will we be starting? Which is a question that you ask them in the interview process. Now, for me, if we start within the next 7 to 10 business days, I'm moving. If we on some, I want to begin my business started within the next 30 days, within the next 60 days, within the next year, you're going to get this nice free consultation. All right. And you're going to get my contact information for you to contact me when you're ready, because we're continuing to set the expectation. And when you are ready, if I am accepting carriers, if I am accepting carriers at the time that you are ready, we can revisit a conversation. Okay. And while we on that, if I'm available, here's the thing. If we're ready and we're operating, you contact me on Monday or Tuesday and you telling me that you're ready to start the following Monday. We interviewed. I done my 24 to 48 hours. We've done the agreement. You would return the agreement by Friday. When you return the agreement by Friday, I'm setting the expectation that we're still starting from Monday. Okay? I don't know what's going on with my chest today. I feel like my mouth right. But anyway, if you do not contact me back when I send you my agreement, 24 hours has passed. This just me. You could take it if you want to use it. I will do a courtesy phone call. If I do not get an answer, I will do a courtesy email. That is all that I do. This just me. Because I'm not about to hound you down. What I'm about to do is start the cold calling process over again, if I haven't stopped. Okay? Now, again, me. After 48 hours, I haven't heard anything from you. When you do decide to holler back, I'm not going to be available. Because what is happening is, and you reserve the right to go over here. Oh, you said you was going to do this at 8%. And I did agreeing over here, but I done went to these 5011 groups over here on Facebook. And these 3-minute TikToks. And I done went over here to the YouTube University. Okay. Which all of these you would think one would do in advance before reaching out. And, now I'm going to get to you when I get to you, after I test out all of these theories. I'm not a trophy. You don't put me on the shelf. My time is valuable. Oh, I got too much of it on. And I gave you what it was that you needed. Now I'm going to talk for a second about how I know this method works. How I know that you all are listening, even if I don't know who you are. When we were in cold calling 2 weeks ago, one of the networking partners, because I don't call y'all students, okay, one of the networking partners called a lead. Yeah, I got too much on. And when she was talking to him, he said my words verbatim, which blew my wig back, okay? Blew my edges off. I ain't got no wig. He said, I know that it's going to be challenging to consistently keep moving in the first 90 days. Everybody was like, oh, he done talked to somebody, or he listened to me, because he said it verbatim. I don't really be knowing whether or not y'all be listening. But I know somebody told him. And that's how we figured out that it might be an issue, and that he hopping until he find what he want to hear, and somebody that's going to move in the way that he want. But that's okay. So now I want to talk about that trust and roll it over into abandonment. Some of you will find that when you get into the thick of it, it's not what you thought it was going to be. but I'll be here to try to forewarn you. One of the things, I ain't gonna tell nobody what they cannot do. I have to watch myself, because this is still your business. If you want to get your business sprayed all over these people internet real quick, and if you want to help push the narrative that dispatchers are not necessary, dispatchers are scams, dispatchers can't be trusted, abandon your carrier when you realize that you can't do this or you're not ready for it. Let me tell you what I have seen. I have seen people not be ready, take a stupid load that doesn't make any sense, get the person out there and leave them out there because they don't know how to get them back. And they don't know what to do. And the driver keeps calling them and you just block them and you go on about your life. I'll tell you right now, I got a lot of things coming down the pipeline for the people in my community. But if I see, hear, or know that you are somebody that operated in that capacity, you can't come in no space with me. Because here's the thing about me, I'm not chasing money. It's chasing me. I cannot fool with you because you've already shown. So you got to dig yourself out of that. You have to recover that on your own. Don't attach yourself to nobody. Be honest. And this is not going to be for everybody. This life is not going to be for everyone, which is why I'm growing my community and offering different things, because there's a lot of other things that I've done in my life as well. But just be honest with yourself. If you get somebody out somewhere, I don't care if you got to cry about it the whole time. Get them home and then tell them that I'm going to have to remove myself from this situation, from this partnership, because I blame it on me, blame it on yourself. I cannot do what needs to be done. I cannot provide you with the level of service that you need to grow your business to the space that you would have it to be. Y'all can write that down because I believe that was good there. Okay? I believe that was good there. So again, I never want to be before you long. So I am going to, if you said anything and you're still here, can you please retype it for me? Because now I'm looking at the screen. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to start on, what's this? Clubhouse. See if anybody has any questions over there. And then I'll work my way over here because I know how to work TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook at the same time. But I know that it works differently over here. So is there anyone who has questions? Why is there a lock on this? Oh, I'm gonna have to do something differently over here. Okay. No questions or concerns. All right. Well, I'm gonna get off Clubhouse. Clubhouse. If y'all want to come over to Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok, please feel free to come over. That's where we will continue the conversation. So I'm going to close out TikTok. I mean, not TikTok. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to close out Clubhouse and then I'll open up Instagram. All right. So y'all can meet me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube. All right. Thank y'all so much for listening. And I will be back real soon. And that's my, whoo, y'all, this was my first time being on here in a long time. I wasn't quite sure what I was doing, but y'all see, I got my mic and my headphones on because I told y'all I'm gonna start recording. So I got my mic and my headphones on. However, did I press record on the machine? Did not, but I got record on all of these videos. So I'll get better each time. So anybody, let me scroll up and see if I can see some. Hopefully, if there's someone who asks a question and they're still here. Yeah, Merce. I'll be joining your Patreon April the 1st. All right now. Excuse me. What do? You probably heard that by now. Hey, new here. Welcome, Wonder Woman. Yes, I heard that from my friends that drive a truck. They call them the line dispatchers. They do. They do. They do not trust us. And listen, it's folk out here that's moving like that. Mark up. No. Okay. Hello, Anjanette. Hey, hey, hey. That's what I'm searching now. Knowing the weights. That's right. Hello. Our hot shot loads, pretty much flatbed loads on the load board. Oh, I forgot to do something. So let me help you all um, get your dispatch Bibles out. All right. So I will start with, since the question came about hot shot. I'll start with hot shot. I usually start with box truck, but we have to start where the word was requested, huh? What's going on with my throat? Oh, this draft in my office, so I probably have to take a Benadryl in a moment. All right, so if there is anyone, all right, who needs the abbreviations, now I have these for the DAT load board, okay? And if there's anybody who needs a free 30-day subscription to the DAT load board, please feel free to hit the link in my bio. You want to sign up as a carrier, okay? You got the free, you sign up as a carrier, you don't need an MC number, and this way you can start paying for your board after the subscription, and you don't have to worry about a carrier giving you their MC number when you're working with them and taking it back when they're gone. Okay? All right. So if you are anyone, hello, and you are looking for hot shot loads on the DAT load board, also you all, I'm giving you all the equipment that I have worked with thus far. If you could type read in the comments, I will give you all what you need to find hot shot loads on the DAT load board. Type read in the comments. Oh, shoot, I forgot to turn on Instagram. All right. Okay. All right. So F as in Frank. FH. Frank Henry. FD. Frank David. FT. Frank Thomas. FC. Frank Charles. FR. Frank Robert. VF. Van Frank. VT. Van Thomas. And if your carrier is going to haul cars, not just full time, but if they haul a car, then you will add AC, air conditioner. All right. If you missed any of those, please type repeat in the comments. I am LaSharon, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can catch the replays of the ones that you didn't see. Okay. All right. So is there anyone, Jam, what are you needing the reading for? Because we did this is on repeat. So did you need the hot shot? Or is there just a delay on over here? Okay. Matter of fact, y'all, let me do this so this video is not extremely long. I'm going to turn these off, y'all, from that first part, and I'm gonna come right back, and then we'll do all the questions. And when I come back, I'm gonna read box trucks. So give me not even 1 minute, y'all. I'll be right back. And wait, this is not hours long.